The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John.
Glory to you, Lord.
Jesus said to his disciples, I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine grower. He takes away every branch in me that does not bear fruit, and every one that does he prunes, so that bears more fruit. You are already pruned because of the word that I spoke to you. Remain in me as I remain in you. Just as a branch cannot bear fruit on its own unless it remains on the vine, so neither can you unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever remains in me and I in him will bear much fruit, because without me you can do nothing. Anyone who does not remain in me will be thrown out like a branch and wither. People will gather them and throw them into a fire, and they will be burned. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask for whatever you want, and it will be done for you. By this is my Father glorified, that you bear much fruit and become my disciples. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Tonight we have the confirmation of our young people, and it's almost hard to get excited about it, because within 5 years, 85% of them will have stopped practicing their faith. That's the statistic for confirmation throughout the United States. 85% of those confirmed stop practicing their faith within 5 years. And you know, as a church, we do nothing about it. We do nothing for them. That age group between 17 and 30, we do nothing for them. And then there's such a conflict for them because science and religion, they see it as opposed. That should never be the case. Religion should never be against science, and science should never be against religion. They're two sides of the same coin. That's why I think so many of our young people in that age group are empty within and so unhappy in themselves, and that's why there's so many suicides in that age group. When you see it's either or, it's either science or religion, then you're going to end up being like the vine being cut off from the branch being cut off from the vine, lifeless, and life is meaningless, and there's no reason to go on. And it's so sad when that happens. I think it's vitally important that we properly understand science and properly understand the role of religion. And life, you have a choice. There's either nothingness or life has meaning. And we believe that Jesus is the revelation of God. Jesus is the truth. And all scientific truth, all scientific research is a searching for the truth, and all truth leads to God. So scientific truth should never contradict religious truth. There shouldn't be a conflict. So I think we have a lot of work to do in trying to make young people realize that there's room for God and there's room for science. And it's so important that young people have a personal relationship with Jesus. And I think we as a church, we need to do some real outreach to this age group so that they continue their faith, and we have continual reminders to them of their commitment and their need to draw life from Jesus Christ by coming to Sunday Mass and receiving the Holy Eucharist and listening to God's Word and having a prayer life. Because without Jesus Christ flowing through them, without the spiritual life, they're empty inside, and no wonder so many of them opt out.